Victoria. Acting chairman, 2 times Australian champ Scott Brower. Boxer Malcolm McGuinness and Noel very sharp. Your ringside position, Dr. John Jury. Okay, all bouts on the 10-point must system. The winner of the round, 10 points and the loser 9 or less. Referee may administer a standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown ruling 1 round is in force. A fighter may be saved by the bell only in the last round of the bout. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the home of boxing, Fort Knox, Ferntree, Gully, where legendary champions including David Russell and Craig Trotter stamped their authority on the boxing world way back almost a decade ago. Tonight we congratulate super promoter Murray Thomson, Fighters Factory Promotions, big show number 13. Put your hands together for Murray Thomson. 13 big shows here at Fort Knox, Ferntree Gully. Hard knocks at Fort Knox. Tonight a big feast of boxing. Our main event, 10 rounds of international boxing. Stepping up to the plate, 3 times New Zealand champion, the Macho Man, Alberto Marchong, against the recently crowned Commonwealth welterweight champion, now ranked by the most prestigious boxing body in the World Boxing Council, as the number 8 challenger to the supposedly invincible Sugar Shane Mosley. Julian Holland and Alberto Marchong in the main event. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to box? We've talked that talk, but can you walk that walk? Sheer will, sheer skill. And now it's time to face the music. You've seen the rest. Now let's get ready for Murray Thomson, Fighters Factory Promotions best, because we are the champions of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance. Let's get it on. Our first event of the evening. Your timekeeper at the bell, Damien Membry. Ringside physician, Dr. John Jury. Tonight's bouts have been endorsed and rubber stamped by the Professional Boxing and Combat Sports Board of Victoria. At ringside, acting chairman Scott Brower, Bob Todd and Malcolm McGuinness. Your scrutineer of the points, Noel Sharp. Your commentators at ringside, Victorian heavyweight champion James Grimmer. Your co-commentators, John Shocker Miles and B.A. Butler. Your judges for the opening bout at interstate contest, Ms. Zanika Williams. A warm welcome for international globetrotter and great personality, Gus Mercurio. And your third judge on the big comeback trail, Brian Membry. When the bell tolls, your man in center ring, Malcolm Bulldog. Ladies and gentlemen, getting the show rolling, 6 rounds of junior middleweight boxing. Would you welcome on my left, occupying the red corner. He comes to us from the Combat Zone, Narang PCYC, with the legendary Les Anyos, the father and coach of Australia's first ever Women's World Kickboxing Champion, Sharon Anyos, at 22 years of age. Boxing champion, thank you, Les. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man brings a record in the center ring of 5 bouts, 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Wearing black trunks with white piping, dubbed the Stallion from Zephyr's Paradise. He's getting 69.45 kilograms. Would you welcome Max Mariconte? Mariconte. And across the ring, occupying the blue corner, part of Murray Thomson's Fighters Factory, Blackburn, Victoria, with Greg Grogan, the great Carlton man, in the corner. He's getting 69.55. A decorated martial arts exponent. In kickboxing, he was Australian middleweight champion. In professional boxing, 4 bouts, 2 wins and 2 losses. 32 years of age, from Launching Place, Victoria, wearing black trunks. Last time out, he upset the current junior middleweight champion of Australia, Steve Dewey, in New South Wales. Would you welcome a man dubbed for many years the Lightning, Nick Lundh. Malcolm Mulder, 6 rounds of boxing.
Okay, gentlemen, welcome to center ring. Good clean fight. Obey my instructions at all times. Shake hands, not go to your corners, and come on fighting at the bell. Let the next man win.
Here we go. Fighters Factory gets underway. Round 1.
Good evening, fight fans. Welcome from me, Brian Butler, and my co-commentators, John Shocker Miles and James Grimmer. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Brian. And well, this looks like to be a handy fight for these two fellas here, Brian. Can you just sketch a little picture for these two fighters for the viewers?
Just a little bit. I don't know too much about Max Mariconte other than what Howard has said, but Nick Lundh is just come off a layoff. He lost his last fight here. I think it was against David Hughes in this stadium last year, and after some time off, he's decided to have another go, and he's put both feet in the box, and he's training twice as hard, he tells me, as he used to, so he's expecting a win here tonight.
Thank you, Brian. Well, two boys look very fit, and Max Mariconte is in the black trunks with the white piping, and Nick Lundh is in the all-black shorts, and both orthodox fighters. And Nick Lundh reaching from too far away there. Bit of a feel-out round here for the boys. Both jabbing very early here, very tentative in the first round. Good body shot there from Max Mariconte. Reddening up around about the rib area is Nick Lundh. Nick Lundh from the famous Fighters Factory, run by Murray Thomson. His corner tonight. Good body shot there from Max Mariconte. Underneath, varying his punches well, Brian. He's going up top underneath Max Mariconte. He's no slouch, is he?
No, he's got nice boxing skills. Nick Lund's sort of been moving the wrong way. I think Nick's got to move to his right-hand side and try and cut the ring off.
Max Mariconte, the Queenslander, the black shorts, white piping, is very confident looking here. Oh, nice slapping right there to the underneath the left hand of Nick Lundh. He has a good jab too, this Mariconte. Might stay on the end of it for a while. Slapping right hand, but it might get home over the top. Both boys struggling underneath.
Yeah, he is slapping with that right hand, I think, Shocker.
James Grimmer, he's wasting a lot of opportunities there as Max Mariconte. He's slapping with his right hand, isn't he?
Yes, I think he's just looking for that one sort of punch there, Shocker. He should be trying to box a little bit more. Nick's tend to be putting on the pressure. He's looking for openings with the jab and a few right hands.
He's a good distance, long distance fighter, Mariconte. He jabs well, keeps his fighter at bay, because Lundh's been out of range for most of his punches.
Yeah, I think Nick's just trying to keep himself composed, just flicking out the jab and looking for some openings.
He's reaching far too far away to make any sense there, and there was a good round there, I think, from Max Mariconte, James. What would Nick Lundh be thinking now in the corner? What would be Murray Thomson, his trainer, telling him now?
Well, I think in the first round he's had a look at Max, and he's flicked out that jab. Hasn't really landed anything meaningful. But it's only a 6th rounder, and I think Murray would be telling him to start to pick up the pace a little bit now. You've got a bit of a feel for him. Now starts to look at open up with a few combinations, find your range a bit, and look to unload a few more punches and combinations.
Thanks, James. Brian Butler. Yeah, have your unofficial scorer tonight, Brian. How do you see the first round? Nick Lundh from the Fighters Factory against Max Mariconte from Queensland after 1 round.
I gave that round to Mariconte, a 10-9 round. I thought Nick Lundh was a little bit hesitant feeling it out, and Mariconte came straight out with that nice left jab, boxing from a distance. I think Nick got back into it by the end of that round though, so we hope to see him improving.
Here we go for round 2, and Mariconte opens his account in round 2 with a good overhand right there, which is a bit straighter than he's been throwing of late with the right hand. Avoiding his punches well, and he's making Lundh miss a lot more than I'd like him to see. Nick Lundh still out of reach.
I think Nick's just going to have to be careful not to walk into one of those right hands there, Shocker, because he's certainly loading up the right hand.
He is, and he's thrown it at a good level for the chin. Nick Lundh being a bit shorter than Mariconte, the Queenslander, and the black shorts with the white piping.
He's not known as a big puncher, Max Mariconte. He's better known as a skillful boxer, so...
He just did load it up there a bit, Brian. I saw in the first round. I noticed when he came out, he threw a right hand. There were some bad intentions behind it. So I'd hate to see Nick walk into something careless.
That's correct. Yeah, he is, and everyone can punch on a given day.
Nick Lundh just got home there with a good left hand. He stepped in with the left hand, which he should have been doing for a while. Yeah, he's been out of range, but maybe if he gets a bit closer to Mariconte, we can see how he can work inside. Mariconte doesn't do much inside. He's, as we say, he's a long-distance fighter. A good shot underneath there by Mariconte. And I like a puncher, a fighter who varies his punches, up top, down under, and keeps everybody on the toes. There's too many guys at this stage of the career, the 6-round boys. There's probably a lot of headhunters, Brian, but Mariconte has a good variation in his punches.
That's correct, yeah, he's showing a good variety of skills. But he seems to be a little under pressure now. I think it's a matter of Nick Lundh being able to force the pressure on him. I think Mariconte loading up that right hand a bit earlier was maybe to get a bit of respect early up. James.
Yeah, I think he sort of came out there. He wanted to sort of tell him that he's here to fight. He's not here to play around.
Yep.
He hasn't landed too much of the right hand, but definitely thrown it a few times.
Nick Lundh stepped up.
Better round for Nick.
Good overhand right there from Nick Lundh. He has Mariconte on the ropes in the blue corner.
And he's cut Mariconte. He's cut on the left eye.
Yeah, he's got a cut over the left eye, and that was the overhand right that opened that up, Brian. And then this will give...
What's a great punch.
This will give Nick Lundh the ascendancy now. How will Mariconte fight under pressure? Good left, straight left, right cross there for Mariconte, defending himself well against Lundh. Lundh coming forward. He's got his distance now.
Short right hook.
Don't see that cut from where we are, but he's getting a bit desperate now with Mariconte. He's actually missing now.
And credit to Nick, we're actually talking about Mariconte's right hand. It was actually Nick who landed the...
good overhand right there. A good round there, we'll just see the referee's done. Malcolm Bullner is going to Max Mariconte's corner in the red corner here. Just have a look at how deep the cut is. We won't make any comments until Malcolm Bullner has had a look. The doctor's coming to have a look. Doctor at the ringside, just to make sure. And it was a punch. Malcolm Bullner saying it was a punch. We saw that from here, Brian. James, it was a good overhand right from Nick Lundh, and probably the first one he's landed, the first telling punch, and he's opened up there. Now, what would Max Mariconte's trainer be telling him now after he's patching up his cut?
Well, I think he'd really be telling him not to get careless, because he really has been the one who's been putting on the pressure in the fight. Nick's been more composed. But he really just probably underestimated Nick there. And
across with Brian Butler now to get his latest score. Brian,
well, that was a complete reversal. I gave that a 10-9 round to Nick. He really dominated the second half of that round. Before the overhand right, which caused the cut, and now I think he won't be denied, it seems to be his attitude.
The right corner standard leaning in Max Mariconte's over his left eye, and Max Mariconte's in the black shot for the white.
Good right here.
And this has given Nick Lundh a fair bit of confidence. He's stepping up with his punches now, and desperate is a bit Max Mariconte. Good right cross there from Mariconte, sweeping right over the top from Lundh, which well misses the target. Wasted a punch there. It's still a bit tentative in the third round here. Brian Butler has him around each. And Mariconte slapping right again. What a waste of a punch a slap is. You get the distance, you get the power, and you open your hand. Lundh now bullying again in that blue corner there. I think you can see an opening here. You can see the opening, which is over the top of a lazy left that Mariconte throws. That's too far over the top, that one, Brian.
That's correct. I think that a little bit of imbalance there comes from his kickboxing days. Yeah, but I think his key is to maybe jab, throw the left hand to the body and come over the top with the right hand. That's two good punches.
He's certainly got power with that right hand, isn't he, Shocker? He showed that in the last round.
All he's got to do is get that distance, and that's the hardest thing you can get in the fight game, is get close enough to land the bomb. Mariconte, he's slapping right again. He's probably wasted about 3 or 4 good right connecting right hands there. Lundy chasing him into the blue corner now.
And lands with the right hand.
Over the top. A couple of good punches there. Will they be scoring or not, I don't know, but he's actually got the pressure on Mariconte. Queenslander tiring a little bit. Maybe the cuts unduly worrying him at the moment, I think. But Lundy has a fairly heavy mouse under his left eye. He's a fairly big bruise there. Nick Lundh following up with his body after he throws punches, and that's a bit of a mistake there. Good left hand there for Mariconte. Slapping right into the ribs again.
Oh, good uppercut left hook by Nick Lundh.
Good exchanges here from both fighters, Brian.
Yep, it's warming into a good fight, this one.
Mariconte, you can always tell when he's going to throw a punch. He sets himself. Blood still coming out of the left eye of Mariconte. Good left there for Mariconte. If he keeps jabbing that left, he'll keep out of trouble, but Lundy's distance is not getting any better, Brian. He's landed a couple, James, but he hasn't learned from that, has he? His distances went back again, Nick Lundh.
Yeah, I think Nick can make it an easy night for himself if he followed up from those few punches with his landing there, Shocker.
Yeah. And there you go, after the third round, it'll be very difficult. Well, Nick Lundh, he seems to go back to his corner in a better frame of mind than he did after the first round. James Grimmer, what do you think Murray Thompson will be saying to this charge now?
Well, I think definitely Nick's putting the pressure on, but he's got to be following up with punches, not throwing 2 and getting happy with himself. If he can land 2 and then he can come back with a few more, he could end up putting this fella on his back.
Brian Butler, unofficial scorer here.
I gave that one a draw, John. And I also agree with James. I think Nick's got to follow up. When he's getting 1 or 2, he's resting on his laurels and he's stepping back. He also needs to keep his balance, keep on his balance when he's throwing that right hand. He's lunging a bit with his punches as he's coming in, and Mariconte's catching him with the short left or the short right as he's coming in, which is not letting him get off his combination. So he needs to work on that.
Well, here we go into round 4, and after 3 rounds, ringside judge here, Brian Butler, has it all square with Nick Lundh, mouse under his left eye, and Max Mariconte. Oh, good right hand there for London. That hurt Mariconte in the black shorts with the white piping, the Queenslander, who had a cut in the second round. But it hasn't seemed to bother him too much.
No, Les Anios, I think, has done a good job with that cut in the corner. Oh, there was a knee lifted there, wasn't it? I didn't think that was very gentlemanly.
A little bit of a knee there, but nobody's picked up on it. Didn't connect.
I think Murray may have told Nick actually to pick up the pace because he's come out in this round looks just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more eager to land the punches.
He's not rushing in as mad. If he could just connect with one of his right hands, I'm sure he'd do more damage. But He's an elusive character, Mariconte.
It's a nice little left hand he just snuck in on Mariconte there over the right hand as he was coming in. Max actually walked into that one. He's a little bit ungainly now, though.
Nick Lundh, he does look very amateurish in some of the rushes he's coming in here. But as you say, it could be former kickboxing. It throws him off balance. A whole different game. There's not many guys convert from kickboxing to professional boxing.
No, you see, is that what you're talking about, James? That's where he needs to step up. He just rested on his laurels there, and Mariconte, you know, was expecting him to attack, I think. And
yep, I think he's getting a little bit happy with himself when he lands a punch there, Brian.
Very hard to pick them here in this round.
I agree.
Another miss there. If you got points for misses, I think Nick Lundh would be well in front there, but he's just got to connect with him. That's the state of the game, isn't it? Trusty Zoo proved that just a matter of weeks ago. Once you get that punch on, it's all over. Mariconte's confidence is back up again, Brian. He's not letting the cut worry him anymore, and he feels that he can just keep Nick Lundh at bay. I mean, I don't think he feels any threat from Lundh. He seems to be in control of just where Lundh's going.
I just think that was a nice right hand. And another one.
Yes, he's gone over the top now. That's when he done the damage in the second round to open up that cut.
And again.
Mariconte.
Oh, walked in a one, though.
Yeah. A good defensive punch here from Mariconte to stop Lundh. He's gone a bit right-hand crazy, but it will pay dividends in round two. It opened up the cut, but he's going for it again. He's got a marker now. He avoided these three good punches. There's three good punches thrown in by Mariconte, but Lundh just very evasive there. Good evasive tactics too from Mariconte, bobbling and weaving. And slaps the left hand into the body of Nick Lundh. Lundh seems to be getting set. Good right hand over the top, that one. That connected with the eye again.
And the left hook he led with beforehand landed as well there,
yeah.
I thought.
Two good scoring punches there. Very hardly separating. They're both in fighting spasms. And at the end of the fourth round there, very even round as far as punches thrown. James Mariconte's going back to his corner now. He looks a little bit tired. I mean, what would his trainer be saying to him now? I mean, how would he try and get the most out of him?
Well, I think now that it's a close fight, Shocker, and they've both got to dig deep to bring up or bring out their best. Both are going to be a little bit desperate, as we saw in that round. Both were trying to throw punches, missing a lot of punches. But I thought Nick landed a few good right hands there, but he just needs to put them together.
Exactly.
3 or 4 punches at a time.
Ringside judge Brian Butler. Brian, how did you see that scoring-wise first before you give us your idea of the round?
I gave that round to Nick Lundh, 10-9. I think he landed the more power shots. I thought the ratio of punches between the boys was even, but I thought that Nick also forced the bout, and I thought he landed the harder shots.
So now you have Brian Butler as unofficial ringside judge. Now has Nick Lundh from the Fighters Factory in the all-black shorts, 1 point in front going into the 5th round. Good punches there again from Nick Lundh. He's working well underneath. He can maybe have his distance. It's taken him 4 rounds, but if he's got it, look out, Mariconte.
He trains very hard in the gym. I'm told, Nick Lundh, and he works 2 jobs, I believe. He's got a day job, and he's also got a carer job at a nursing home in the evening, and he's got 3 kids. So amongst all that, he finds time to train.
He's the original hungry fighter, as you say, Brian.
That's correct.
He just seems to crowd himself when he throws that right hand, Brian. He comes in, he throws it, and he's pretty much there in Max's face and doesn't have any room to manoeuvre and then gets tied up.
That's right, James. I think that comes from his balance. He's not stepping into his front foot when he's throwing that right hand, and he's overbalancing and
but
falling
you can just
in.
pick up on the good punches there from Mariconte. A right and a followed up by a left there.
And a good uppercut from Nick Lundh to return. So that, some of the best punches of the fight in this round.
You can see how red Nick Lundh is in the kidney region, and that's not from any dirty punching, from a roundhouse slap, something similar to that one, but to the body. Lundh with his head up in the air, and Mariconte spotted that and aimed the punch straight at it. Good shot from Mariconte, good right cross. Lundh leaning in there. Can he pin him in that corner where he done the damage before?
Uppercut and the left hook from Nick Lundh.
Missed again.
There you go again, James.
Yeah, Brian,
he's just falling into that right hand.
If he could get that distance right, James, I don't think Mariconte would be here. Good work underneath. Good right cross
from Mariconte. I think he's hurt Nick Lundh.
Good right cross again, over the top. Lundh looks a bit staggered now. Malcolm Buller, the referee, having a good look at him. Mariconte piling on the pressure now. He has Lundh back in his own corner. Good left, good right. And a little bit of a Lundh fighting back, trying to force it on. He's like a crab, Mariconte. He's hitting him with everything there, Brian. Good lefts, good rights. And a good shot again.
Another one. He's starting to dominate this round, Mariconte. Another left hook.
Yeah, good right cross.
Murray Thomson, I'm looking over, he's got the towel in his hand at the moment.
Oh, good straight left there. I mean, that was a great straight left there. The chin was up, and he took advantage of that one.
Come back with a short right there too, Shocker.
Yeah.
That was a nice short. That was the best right hand he's thrown, actually, technique-wise.
Well, that means his mind's there.
Yeah, that was low. He's a tough boy, Nick. He's gritting his teeth in there at the moment. You can see he's trying to ride this out.
Left eye just about the commentary position now. Good
and
uppercut.
Finishes with a nice uppercut.
I think that was just on the bell there, the uppercut. I would have let him have that uppercut as a scoring punch. James Grimmer, the hardest part would be for Murray Thomson now to try and get Nick Lundh up here. What was he saying in the corner now? Because he did take a lot of punishment there in that fifth round of the sixth rounder.
He did take that. He did take a fair bit of punish there, Shocker, but he showed he had the heart to keep going, and he come back actually with a few nice punches himself. He's got 1 round to go. I think Murray telling him suck it in. This is the last round. Just go, go, go. How tight is going to get in 3 minutes, and try and motivate Nick just to go hard for the last 3 minutes.
Good comment. How tight can you get in 3 minutes? James Grimmer from the top heavyweight at ringside here. Brian Butler, the unofficial scoring judge at the commentary position. Brian, how did you see that one?
I gave that round to Mariconte. I gave him a 10-9 round. I was leaning towards a 10-8 until about the last 15 seconds when Lundh actually, like James said, showed his heart and came back and landed a few good punches himself.
Well, here we go for the final last round, the 6th round, and it's all square on Brian Butler's card. And so this is the telling round. The winner of
big right hand.
Yes, that's a big one there.
By Nick Lundh. And a jab.
This is where he needs to follow up.
Very good punch here from Nick Lundh.
2 good right hands by Nick. Yeah, jab.
So Malcolm Warner demanding the break here, but it's very hard to break him when both are going for the doctor here.
Yeah, so Mariconte's trying to hang on there in place,
Good
but
left.
it's Lundh that's actually wanting to fight. I think Nick feels he might be behind in this, and I think you're pretty right what Murray said in the corner, James.
There. Good shots here from Mariconte. A left and a right. Just grazing the chin, but there will be scorers. Good left to the body by Mariconte.
Well, I think he's still got an opportunity there to hurt Mariconte, because the first right hand...
Oh, nice left hook by Nick Lundh.
Good shot there by both fighters through the punch at the exact same time there.
I would say the easiest thing to get hit with when you're throwing a left hook is another left hook.
And that's exactly what happened there. Carbon copy. They could have been fighting him. Mariconte, good right cross from Mariconte. Not a hard punch.
Just grazing that one, I think. Yeah, Nick Lundh, he can't wait here. He's got no time to pause. He's landing some good shots now.
Could be hurt here.
Good shot by Mariconte. He's fighting back well. Lundh applying some tremendous pressure on here. As James Grimmer said, Murray Thomson will be saying to Nick Lundh, how tight can you get in 3 minutes? It's all or nothing here. The winner of this round is a head clash there. Referee does his call it. Protect yourself at all times, Mariconte, and keep your hands up. Overhand right there from Mariconte. He wants to get off in once. Mariconte, you better fight in the distance now. Good left hand from Mariconte. Jab the head of Nick Lundh in the black trunks.
And a nice left jab to return it from Nick Lundh.
The boy's getting a bit ragged and tired here at the end of the 6th round, the final round here. Brian Butler has them even at the scorecards here, unofficial of course. Good uppercut from Lundh, good left cross. He's bullock him into the blue corner, bringing his punches up again, across the top. And back comes Mariconte, well, left and right. Left of the body. Even Stephen there is exchange of punches.
Oh, good right hand.
Right hander from Lundh over the top. Uppercut, left cross. He's got him in the corner now. As he steps back and starts unloading now. Mariconte trying to smother. Good right cross there from Mariconte.
On a
Both boys going out. G for courage here. So lots of guts here, both fighters. And there's the end of the fight. A hard one to separate that last round. The last round, James, it was pretty close in the last round, wasn't it?
It was close.
And it's a close fight all round. So, I mean, you've got to pick it from that last round. Who would you say would have got the spoils in the last round?
Well, difficult fight to score, difficult round to score. But I think Nick did land the cleaner punches, was a little bit more active of the two, and I think he just showed that he wanted to fight more.
And that was James Grimmer, former top heavyweight at ringside here at the Fort Knox and Knox Netball Centre. Brian Butler just compelling his scorecard. Now, Brian, you've been an unofficial scorecard.
I've given that round to Nick Lundh, so I give Nick Lundh the fight by 1 point.
By 1 point, and well, that's as close as you can get. I mean, the early play was actually made by Mariconte. Lundh opened up a cut in the second round on Mariconte. That stopped him in his tracks in the third round, and then it was nip and tuck from there on in. But Brian Butler, unofficial judge. James, you're asking me, you put me on the spot now. James Grimmer's gone for Nick Lundh.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we get the scorecards and we have a unanimous decision. Judge Brian Membry gives it 56-58. Judge Gus Mercurio, 54-59. Judge Anika Williams, a little closer, 56-57. All from the winner from the red corner.
Well,
that's a surprise to me, guys.
It's not, I don't think it's a surprise to me, actually. I don't think Lundh won it. I think Mariconte could have lost it. But I don't think Lundh done enough to win it, James.
I think 54-59, it was a big scorecard for it to go either way.
That's correct.
It was, but Gus has been in the game a long time, and he may have seen the fight different from us.
Yep.
We'll be back the next fight. What's the next fight, Brian?
Very shortly, we've come up with Eddie Delic, who's former Australian amateur champion, going up against Solomon Egbarime.